before the pyramids, before Stonehenge, before any civilization we were taught about in school, there was this: a temple, carved from stone, built by people who supposedly didn't know how to farm, didn't have metal tools, didn't have the wheel. And yet, here it sits, in the hills of southern Turkey, 12,000 years old, with pillars weighing 10 to 20 tons, carved with animals so precise they could have been done yesterday. Göbekli Tepe doesn't just rewrite history, it demolishes it. In 1994, a Kurdish shepherd was walking the Karachadar hills when he kicked something hard under the soil. A stone. But not just any stone. When German archaeologist Klaus Schmidt arrived on site, he saw what no one expected: the tops of massive T-shaped limestone pillars poking out of the earth. He said, and I'm paraphrasing, either this is nothing or it's everything. It was everything. Schmidt spent the next 20 years excavating Göbekli Tepe, which translates to Potbelly Hill. And what he found buried there shattered the model we had for human civilization. Here's the timeline we learned in school. Humans were hunter-gatherers. Then they settled down, started farming, built permanent structures, developed religion, and eventually built monuments. That's the sequence. Settlement first, religion later. Göbekli Tepe says that's backwards. This site, 7,000 years older than Stonehenge, 6,000 years older than the Egyptian pyramids, was built by people with no agriculture, no pottery, no writing, no cities, just stone tools, and an overwhelming need to build this. The site contains at least 20 circular enclosures, though only a fraction has been excavated. Each ring contains massive T-shaped pillars, some standing 18 feet tall, arranged in precise geometric patterns. And carved into those pillars, lions, foxes, vultures, scorpions, spiders, and headless human figures. Not crude scratches. We're talking intricate, layered, deliberate art, carved by hands holding nothing but flint. Let's talk about the scale for a second, because it doesn't add up, not with what we think we know. The largest pillars weigh up to 20 tons. The nearest quarry is 500 meters away. Moving that stone, without wheels, without draft animals, without metal, would have required coordinated labor from hundreds, maybe thousands of people. You don't organize thousands of hunter-gatherers without something holding them together. That something was religion, or ritual, or belief in something bigger than the next meal. And that's the part that changes everything. Because if people gathered here before they had cities, before they had any of the infrastructure we associate with large-scale cooperation, then the reason they built this wasn't a byproduct of civilization. The building of this was the beginning of civilization. Here's where it gets stranger. Nobody lived at Göbekli Tepe. There are no hearths, no trash middens, no evidence of permanent habitation. It wasn't a village. It wasn't a palace. It was a place people came to, possibly from miles around, and then left. A pilgrimage site in the Neolithic. And then, around 8000 BC, it was deliberately buried. Someone filled in these enclosures with soil, animal bones, and flint tools. Not destroyed, preserved, sealed underground like they knew it mattered. We don't know who made that decision. We don't know why. We don't know what ritual or belief system drove it. That knowledge is gone, buried with the site itself. What we do know is this. For 10,000 years it sat there, under a hill, waiting. So what does Göbekli Tepe actually mean? It means the standard model of human development. the one where civilization is a neat, linear progression from simple to complex, is wrong. Complexity came first. The drive to create, to gather, to build something that reaches toward the sky, that came before farming, before cities, before any of the things we thought created that drive. It means that 12,000 years ago, people looked at the same stars we look at, felt the same pull toward meaning, and decided to do something about it. They picked up stones, they found each other, and they built a temple at the edge of everything we know. There are archaeologists who believe that the need to feed the workers at Göbekli Tepe is actually what drove the development of agriculture in the region. That people didn't build temples because they'd settled down. They settled down because they needed to maintain the temple. Civilization didn't create religion. Religion created civilization. Göbekli Tepe is only about 5% excavated. 5%. What's still underground, still waiting to be found, we have no idea. There are enclosures we haven't touched, pillars we haven't seen, carvings that might answer questions we don't even know how to ask yet. Klaus Schmidt, the man who spent his life on this hill, died in 2014, before the excavation was anywhere near complete. He once said that Göbekli Tepe would keep archaeologists busy for 50 years. He was probably being modest. We built the pyramids, we built the moon rocket, we built the internet. And 12,000 years before any of that, before we even knew how to grow wheat, we built a temple. Not because someone told us to, not because we had the technology or the civilization to back it up, because we're human. And apparently, we've always been reaching for something we can't quite name. That hasn't changed.